Hi, my name is Jonathan Quinn, and I just want to share my testimony with you guys. So, it's been about a year now, but about a year ago, I was always like a happy-go-lucky dude, like on top of the world all the time, super hyper, super like positive about everything. Just a lot of people, love being around people, all this stuff. I was like, just a happy-go-lucky dude. Well, as time went on, it was about my senior year. Certain things happened in my life. I started slipping into a pretty deep depression, a dark place, and I really didn't think too much of it because I figured I'll get out of this. This is cool. Nothing I can't snap back from, because I'd slipped into depression for a while. I'd slipped into depression a couple times, and I figured it's cool. I'll be able to get myself out of this one. And well, as time went by, I couldn't slip out of that depression. I couldn't pull myself out. I started becoming really just in a dark place in my mind and in my life. So there'd be months that would go on where I'd go through periods of being extremely depressed, to where it eventually got to where I was thinking about suicide every single day. And I just remember how miserable I was. Like, I was absolutely just tortured within my own self. I would always put myself down, tell myself I'm not good enough to do whatever I wanted to do, or tell myself I'm not good enough to be loved by anyone. So I would just really not go out either, or do anything with anybody, because I was too depressed to do anything. So I would just stay at home all the time and just do whatever, play video games or watch movies or whatever it may be. Well, as time went on, I figured, okay, stuff started looking up. I figured, okay, cool, it's getting better, life's getting better. And then I would just go through these random moments of just feeling extremely depressed, and I would just feel numb eventually. I went to jobs that I hated, jobs where the coworkers were extremely condescending to me. They would mock me. They hazed me before. I was very bullied in high school. All throughout school really, but mainly in high school, because it's something that I struggle with. I don't have very good teeth in the front, due to poor hygiene, but people would always call me like all these names. They would say, let me see that $1 million smile, and that would just tear me up inside, because like it hurts when you always are hearing these negative comments about yourself. And I would try to blow it off. I would joke around with them. I would be like, yeah, guys, got me a good one. But as time went on, I let those thoughts eat at me, and I just eventually slipped into a very dark depression that I couldn't get out of. And it was about probably like June or July of last year, of 2014, where I really just started thinking about suicide every single day. But I didn't let anyone know how I was feeling. I was too scared to be judged, too scared that they would tell me that, like, why are you feeling like this? You're super weird, or you're not normal. We need to take you to a doctor or to a mental hospital because you're insane. But that was a lie. I know that I should have probably sought help in a different manner, or sought help before it got to the point to where it did. Well, as time went on, I couldn't pull myself out of this depression, and I said, if things don't get better by October 31st, which was Halloween, I will end my life. I planned on either hanging myself or slitting my wrists so deep that I bled out. But so time went on, and I'd have good days and I'd have bad days, but it felt like the bad days outweighed the good days. And eventually October 31st came. That was Halloween. October 31st came, and the day was winding down to an end, and I was planning on slitting my wrists and bleeding out at the end of the night, but I just wanted one last day with my family. But but what had happened is at the very end of the night, I was about to go inside, and my best friend comes over, my friend Nate, and he's like, "Hey man, what's up? Let's hang out." And I was like, "Oh dude, what's up? Yeah, let's hang out." And so we hung out the rest of the night, listened to some music and ate some food, and then we eventually crashed. And I'm so glad that he came over that night, because if he didn't, I probably would have not been making this video right now. I'd been dead. But after he came over and we crashed and we woke up the next day, I was still feeling sad. And for a few weeks after that, I was feeling really depressed still. But I wasn't feeling like, I don't know, I was extremely depressed. But then, like, there was this, I think it was a men's conference at Cameron Creek in Farmersville, and I went to this men's conference, but I was just feeling super depressed and super just like, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to make it through every day. I would feel like I'm gonna this is the day I'm gonna die, I'm gonna kill myself. Every night I was thinking that. But at this conference, I don't remember the preacher or the pastor who said this, but he said that he saw someone with chains over their lives, and I was just like, whoa, what? And he's like, someone here has chains on them that they feel like they can't get off. And he said that he wanted to tell them that their time was coming, that those chains are going to be broken. That time was that night. So at the end of the service, when he had an altar call, I went up there and I prayed to God. I said, God, you got to help me. I'm in the darkest place I've ever been, and I hate the way I'm feeling. I'm sick and tired of being depressed all the time. I'm sick and tired of feeling suicidal every single day. So as I was praying, God gave me a vision. God spoke to me, and he was saying that I was carrying too much, and I needed to stop worrying about everything so much and start giving my problems to him. He told me that he was going to help me through this time, and I told him, God, I'm too far gone for you to help me. I'm too weak to carry on. And he said, then let me carry you. Let me carry you through this. And I was like, God, but what if I slip into depression again? What if I get like this again? He said, then I'll pull you out again, my child. And I was just overcome. And it was like I had this vision of like God and the devil fighting between me and pulling me each way, pulling me left, pulling me right, God was trying to get me, and the devil was trying to get me. And the devil wanted me so bad, and he was pulling with all his might, but God just said, no, this is my child. This is mine. You can't have him, Satan. And then God broke the chains of depression over my life, and I just remember being filled with joy, being overcome with joy, and just screaming out right as soon as that happened. Right as soon as I got that vision, I just screamed out, victory, victory, yes, Lord, victory. And I was, it's like something in me changed. Something inside of me wasn't broken anymore. It felt like I was a new person. And I'm just so thankful that God did that for me. And that's not to say that there hasn't been hard days afterwards, because there's always going to be hard days. That's a given. But the hard days were a whole lot easier to get through with Jesus Christ fighting my battles. And my message to all of you guys is, if you're going through something like that, give it to God, guys, because he loves you and he cares for you, and he'll pull you out of whatever it is, whether it's addiction, suicidal thoughts, depression, whatever it may be, guys, lust, whatever it is, guys, God can pull you out. He pulled me out, and he could pull you out. So just hold fast to the promise of the truth.